How's everybody doing today? Hope your weekend is doing well. Hope you have a good weekend. Just on the balcony on a rainy Saturday night, enjoying a cigar. But I'm not gonna take up too much of y'all time. Just wanted to talk about what was going on in Oakland. Oakland A's leaving town. Well, all for the last 5 years, all three professional sports teams have left Oakland. Not surprisingly, because they can't get a stadium done. And from what I heard, I don't know for certain, but from what I heard, that Oakland is a shithole. I mean, worse than Detroit. But when you have rampant crime, lawlessness going on, now I don't know, I haven't been there because I was supposed to go there this week to see the Oakland A's close out the Oakland Cowboys. And you know what? It's good. Most people say it's bad for Major League Baseball. I think it's good for baseball. I think it's good business practice to move down to Las Vegas. Because what y'all motherfuckers don't understand is that whenever three major sports teams leave within a 5-year period, it's got to be the city. The city got to clean it up. They got to clean up their act. And it's not just Oakland, it's all of California. Now, I don't live there, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know about the politics there. It's kind of similar to what's New York State. But you got to clean up their act. They got to clean it up. Will professional sports be back in Oakland? Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? But I was actually looking forward to going out there for a minute and just chill at the Bay Area, going to San Francisco, go up the road to Santa Rosa, and just hang out for a minute. But, I had things to do out here. So I can't go on any vacations like that anytime soon. Well, I just wanted to check in, see how's everybody doing. Wanted to try to do a live where Tariq Hill got jammed up by Ricky Ricardo. Police officer down there that sound like Ricky Ricardo. All y'all young folks don't know who that is. Lucille Ball, I Love Lucy. You'll know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm gonna shock y'all. That mumble mouth nigga was Tyreek Hill. He was in the wrong on that all aspects. That's not how you conduct yourself. I don't know what about these new people this new generation on how to conduct themselves during a police stop. But I guess I'm an old guy. I'm an old geezer. I always was taught to respect everybody, including law enforcement, even if they're in the wrong. And of course, this team, the Miami Dolphins, had his back. The coaches had his back. Players had their back. Media had his back, but not realizing he was in the wrong. There's an old saying: instead of emotionally reacting, you should always mentally respond. And that's how I live my life, and that's how I survived 50 years on this planet. There are times have I emotionally reacted? Yeah. On my last podcast when I was talking about a bitch, yeah, I emotionally reacted. Instead of mentally responding that said, hey, fuck that hoe. Because bitches ain't shit. And it doesn't matter what race or women they are, they ain't shit. So now I'm going to talk about, I'm going to follow up and talk about Michael Eric Dyson. Michael Eric Dyson, my man. He's my man in 10 grand, but he's a fraud. I know but he's a fraud. But he's making his money, so I ain't mad at him on his hustle. I just hate to see that he does it on the back of black folks, especially black women. You know, that litter to black women, catering to black women. You know, I quite frankly don't really give a fuck about black men, but that's just my opinion. Ooh, it's cold and windy out here. But let me just tell you something about women. Well, not women, but female nature. If you try to embarrass them or humiliate them, and then you try to slide back in their DM, well, they got something for it. And this was a congresswoman who put it on record forever that this man was trying to hit on her. Now, I ain't gonna lie, she was a fine motherfucker for a congresswoman, for a Caucasian woman. Definitely, I'll dig that out. But so I don't blame the brother for trying to shoot a shot, man. But if I wasn't in the same profession as he is, I wouldn't have done that. The fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? But see, this is what I'm talking about with pro-black. When you're pro-black, it's a grift because mostly criminals or people who are losers in life use being pro-black as a grift. Ain't that right, Dr. Umar? Still trying to build a school after 20 years in Delaware, of all places. I went by that school. I was in Wilmington, Delaware. I saw that school. The motherfucker still needs repairs. They still need work done. I think he's a grifter, but I think, you know, good intentions is always the pathway to hell. That's why I don't live on good intentions. See, it took me 10 years up until my 50th, when I turned 50, to develop a winning mindset. You're not going to win by chasing hoes. You're not going to win getting high all the time, drinking, high, getting stuck in meaningless relationships, stuck with a bitch who don't give a fuck about you, who only gives a fuck about her. Because let me just tell you something. 30 of my 50 years, I spent quasi-simping. Didn't know how to win. You know what changed it for me when I turned about 45? When the 2020s was coming around. And I knew I was coming up to turning 50s. I have to give up alcohol. I have to give up my luxuries of cigar. I started a habit that I started, cigars. But I only smoke cigars on Saturdays. I don't smoke that shit all the time. And I do it on my balcony. Hence the Balcony Chronicles. Now I may have my tequila every once in a while. Football Sundays, I'm gonna have my drink on. But Monday through Saturday is all about business, baby. It's all about business. And even on Sunday is about business. You can't Libra legend. I see you, brother. Brother, I just been on my grind. That's why I haven't been on these lives for a minute. So I had to get at y'all. I had to talk to my people, check in, see what's going on. We were just talking about winning mindset and female nature, that the black man has to stay sober, leave those hoes alone. get it out your system in your 20s, but when you're in your 30s, you should be mastering something. You should be out there grinding. You should be out stacking your paper. Fuck these hoes. Get off of those dating apps. Stop trying to get at pussy all the time. See, that's what's going to be the Michael Eric Dyson's downfall. Fucking with that hoe. All right? Congresswoman. She's a whore. She's a fine motherfucker, but she's a hoe. She's just like every other woman. Black, white, Asian, whatever. And if you want me to say it's just American women, yeah, it's American women, but you know, you move along outside this country, it ain't gonna be much different. It's just that you're American, you got money, hypergamy, man. All these hoes see you as a check. Even when you go to a strip club, man, those hoes don't like you. I know. I went to a strip club recently, bachelor party about 2 months ago. I see all these hoes, man, with the bells and shit. Oh, I gotta tell you the story, man. When I was in a strip club earlier this year, I was at the bar getting fucked up on a Saturday. I didn't have much work to do. Decided to take a day off from grinding. I had the ends. So I ran into my boy at my favorite bar up in the Bronx, and decided to go to the strip club up in Yonkers, right? So I was in the strip club, and I had this hoe following me around. Man, I'm like, hold on, trying to get me lap dances. So I was all fucked up. I was halfway sober. So I said, all right, bitch, come on. So I was just tipping the bitch $20 here, $20 there. I know it's simple, but I know that bitch don't like me. And then I got tired of her, and I was like, man, let me see if I can get the fuck away from this bitch, man. So she was giving me a lap dance, and I had my hands out. Like, this was like a high-end strip club where you can't touch a woman's titties or anything like that, right? So she grabbed my hands and said, and put it across her titties, man. I was like, there were some nice looking titties. Those titties felt good. But as soon as I started sobering her up, I said, this bitch ain't shit. All right? So I was grabbing over. I took my hand. I saw security come over and said, hey, you know, I need your help, man. The motherfucker just looked at me and said, nah, bro, you all right. You're all right. She likes you. I was like, God damn, I can't get kicked out of this bitch. So she went and took a break, and my boy was in the back with a 1,000 stack, right? Just making it rain on two of these hoes, right? And went in the private room. Man. So he left me out here by myself, to fend for myself. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to get the fuck out of here. I'm probably gonna be able to take an Uber home and just go on about my business. So I went into Reverend Talking Crazy 88. I said, this is an abomination. Y'all are gonna burn in hell if you don't turn to Jesus. And I turned to the woman on the pole and I said, sister, it's not too late for you to walk with Jesus. Come on down off that pole and walk with Jesus. Praise God. You know what he did? She just looked at me, smiled, and said, and did the X with her finger, saying, nah, don't bring that shit over here, Reverend. But amazingly, I didn't get kicked out. And my boy came from the back. And we just booked off home. A few weeks later, I ran into him in the bar. He said, what the fuck happened, man? You was up here yelling and screaming. You talking about, I said, well, I went in the Reverend Talking Crazy mode, man, trying to get kicked out of there because I didn't want to give this bitch no more of my money. And we just started cracking up, man. And the surprising thing is, the managers at the strip club, all the strippers was like asking me, when you gonna, asking him, when you gonna bring that brother back, man? He was good. I was like, oh shit. Nah, man, you just gotta understand female nature. All these hoes want money. Turn on this Kendra G live. You hear all these fat, disabled bitches running around talking about they want a nigga that has 6 figures and she's unemployed with 3 kids and bullet wounds and stab wounds on her leg, in her belly, after popping out 5 kids. After 5, I don't know what's going on with these hoes that are just so delusional, man. 40 years ago, 50 years ago, you would never hear, the women were trash then, but at least they understood where they are. They know that, yeah, I'm fat, cross-eyed, have a mustache. All I'm good is dropping neck. I'm good at dropping neck. And fellas used to just creep off into the slide, creep off on the side and say, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this bitch. You have a good head, but I don't want to be seen with that bitch. But you don't know how many bitches, nowadays these bitches are overconfident. They want you to be seen with them. They want you to wine and dine them. They want you to be on point, to be with a fat, mustache wearing, diabetic, cross-eyed, smelly ass bitch who want a 6-figure guy making 6 figures. What about the guy brother at the Walmart making 40,000, making 30, 40,000? Your 30,000, his 30,000, that's $60,000 in the middle of nowhere. Pull that shit together, you can buy a house out there. It's all about business. But all these hoes, including the fat bitches, including the ugly bitches, including the skinny leg bitches, they all want money. And when they don't get what they want, they will try to embarrass you. If they don't like you, if you try to walk up to them and you try to walk and they say, no, I'm not interested, and you press them and you continue pressing them, they will embarrass you. I know. I learned that valuable lesson, and it just came back to me in my 50s. Used to do that shit all the time in my 20s, 30s, mid-40s, up until my mid-40s, until I started developing a winning mindset. All right? Now, young brothers, don't wait until you're 50 to develop a winning mindset. You got to be competitive. You got to produce. You got to be all about business. You got to be serious about your job, man. Even if it's a bullshit-ass job. You be the best McDonald's burger flipper in McDonald's. Okay? That looks good. When you go out and get another job, you got references from your managers, upper management, and know that, hey, talking crazy, he shows up on time, he shows up for work, he takes his job seriously. And like I said, babe, like I said before, college nowadays is bullshit now. Your college degree don't mean shit when you go out there and get a job. What are you gonna do? Get a college degree, put it on your resume and say, hey. No. If you do go to college, man, utilize that skills that you learned in college and make some money off of it. Like I said, I'm an accountant. I don't work for no goddamn accountant firm. I'm building my practice so I can build up so I can own my own accounting firm. So I can just pass it on to some of my relatives, pass it on in the family. And fuck all that bullshit with Primerica. If you go into Primerica and all those multi-level marketing schemes, it's a scam. It's a scam. But if you do are involved in that, peep game on how you can operate on a sales perspective. Because you got your warm market, which is your friends, family, and acquaintances. When your warm market runs out, what do you got to do? You just got to go out and start and begin meeting people, cold calling, cold approaching. Everything in life, especially in America, if you're blessed to be in the United States. I used to say that I used to be on that bullshit, that pro-black bullshit. Fuck America. Fuck America. Well, where else are you gonna go to make some money? Where else you can develop skills and make some money and live a nice life? You ain't gotta be making six figures. You can make a comfortable, if you have a cell phone and internet access, you can make some money. Or a $200 computer you can just buy on eBay, you can make some money, man. You have to be creative. You have to know what you're doing, know what you want to do. I know what I want to do, and I'm doing it. I'm an accountant, and I do tax representation work. That means motherfuckers that have $30,000 in tax debt, and they ain't got no money to pay for it, I can put them in what's called currently not collectible. All you have to do, and I'm a peep game on this one, all you have to do is just fill out a 433F detailing your income. Make sure it matches up on your W-2, your monthly income, and your monthly household expenses, allowable expenses. Those allowable expenses are term life insurance, contributions to your life, to a retirement account. If you have any court order, if you are on child support, that's good. That's good. If you have a car, vehicle, rent, and it turns out that you have more expenses than income and you can't pay your taxes, you're on currently non-collectible status. There's another program called the partial pay installment agreement. If your income and if you have a little bit of income, like let's say $50 a month in disposable income, IRS said, all right, cool, just pay us $50 a month until for 10 years, and you good money. See, where else are you gonna learn this shit from? I'm not just talking about punk ass bitches, because I know these bitches ain't shit. I'm giving you some real life advice as far as your taxes. All right? Libra Legend, I'm going overseas. Didn't get a chance to go overseas because I was working. I was grinding. But now I have some time. I have some time. I'm going to Colombia just for a weekend. My boys just invited me out to Colombia this winter, and I'm gonna go there. And I'm gonna have a goddamn good goddamn time out there. Everybody needs to travel a little bit. Then afterwards I'm going to Portugal next summer. Probably do the European thing. But I'm not going there just for the hoes. The hoes, they're all the same. They want your money. They want something from you. They want your money. All of them hoes. All women are hoes. They want money from well, I can't say all. There are some few women that are not delusional. They understand who they are and what they want out of life. But those women are married. You gotta get them while they're young. Now, you go ahead and watch Lucario and the merry band of idiots that running around calling you a loser because you don't want to approach women. Somewhat, he's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with cold approaching women. I think every man should do it. I've done it, but it's a waste of time. See, in sales, you have the cold market, warm market, and hot market. All right? If you're gonna cold approach someone, a woman, you want to be in the warm or hot market. Now, the warm market is that somebody that you know, all right, who has a friend who can introduce you, all right? Hot market, if you know that the woman is interested in you, you act on it, you pounce on it. That's where my success is in the warm and hot market. Cold market is a low percentage. It's a low percentage way of and a waste of your time. All right. Grow up to 20 women, you get 5 numbers, and 1 is interested in you. Waste of time, man. I'd rather deal with 5 women that are interested in me, approaching 5 women that are interested in me. Now, I can't tell you how to get a woman that's interested in you. You have to figure that out. Maybe it's something that you're interested in. You like going to museums. You like going to plays. Clubs and nightclubs, forget about that. Bars, clubs, and nightclubs, forget about that. All you're gonna just run into is bar flies. But if that's what you want, go for it. But I'm not about game. I'm not about that. The Platinum Elite, he's good at. I've been peeping his videos. He's giving out some good free information. And one common denominator is you got to get at the bitch. All right? It could be American women or overseas. You just got to get at the bitch. Me, I don't have time to get at bitches, all right? I got to make some money. I'm 50 years old. I need as much money as humanly possible so I can live into my 70s, 80s, and 90s and above, beyond. All right? I want to have a good life. I want to have fun. I ain't trying to fall in love, because let me just say this. All of y'all who believe in something, all of y'all motherfuckers out there that believe that are sucker for love motherfuckers, okay? Y'all playing a losing game. I know I've done it. I was a sucker for love in my 20s and my 30s. What did it get me? Got me on a live crying about a bitch, which a man should never do, is cry over a bitch. There's so many bitches out there, man. Fuck them hoes. Get another one. Get another one that's down with you. You don't be chasing no hoes. Chase money. The hoes should be chasing you. You're the prize. Fuck all these hoes that said that men are not the prize. You are the prize, man. Black men, and even some of the non-black men that's listening to this live. You are the prize. Fuck these hoes. They just want money anyway. And that's why I have this channel 10 years ago, is to motivate black men into stop fucking around, stop bullshitting, stop high-side bullshitting. And I needed to get that out of my system too. That's why I'm talking to you brothers. I want you to learn from my mistakes. I want you to call me a simp, a reform simp, but I'm a reform simp. I ain't gonna steer you wrong. What do I have to lose by steering you wrong? What do I gain from it? I'm not a hater. I want every black man that's listening to this live. I want y'all to two things that I ask from you: stay sober. That means you got to put the weed down. You got to put the alcohol down for a little bit. You got to dry up, sober up. Stop going to the club. Stop buying hoes drink and leave them hoes alone. Stop buying hoes drinks. Okay. Now that I'm doing my own thing, I can't think about nothing else but work. Fuck, I'm thinking about a hoe for. See, I was talking to my mother. I was talking to my mom the other day. God bless her. I'm glad she's with us. I'm glad she's with me. I love my mother. A black man and his mother there's always a bond, but mothers in general of all races. I talk to men and women of all races, and they have a bond with their mother. That's the common denominator. I miss my father. I wish he was here to see my success. He saw me when I was down, struggling. I wanted him to see me at 50 years old doing well. Not a fuck up anymore. And his last words to me, he said, "Dan, God, talking crazy. You're going to do well in this life." That was his last words to me. And he believed it. And I believed him. My mother and my father are the only two people that actually believe in me. And I'm the luckiest son of a bitch on this planet. Well, listen, fellas, I've been on this live. This has probably been the best. This is probably the live I've ever been passionate, because I want to see young black men. And even, it's not too late, especially black men my age. You can rebuild. If you're down, you can rebuild your life, man. It's not too late. If you're healthy at 50 years old and you're not on no orange pill bottles, the orange pills, or you have to take medication to live. If you're not on that shit, you can get up off your ass and get shit done. Just get shit done. Fuck a hoe. The hoes will come when they see that you are in a position of power. And that's what every black... See, this is what all Americans, non-black Americans, white folks, Asians, Hispanics, they're scared of you. Because once you sober up and stop clowning around and stop jonesing on one another and start producing, getting together and produce, you don't know how far you can be. Fuck being a basketball player, a football player, fuck that. If you want to be a basketball player, that's fine. Go after your dreams, man. But understand that if they're not giving you college scholarships while you're at AAU at 13, 14 years old, forget it. Just try and get a college scholarship while you're in high school. Even if it's at a bumfuck NAIA division college. That's a free college, motherfucker. Utilize that shit and go on about your business. Get that free degrees. And that's what I'm going to talk about. Black folks, black men. I'm going to do my research on it. On how black folks can utilize free money, because the money is out there. Go to college. If that's what you want to do. Well, listen, I gotta get some work done. Just wanted to holler at y'all for a minute. let you know I'm all right, and everything's cool, man. I'll be back for another live. I'll check in, probably not in this week, but next week. But my advice to you, leave them hoes alone, make your money, be the best at your job. Whatever job that you have, be the best goddamn employee. All right? Fuck the other employers. Don't even listen to them because they're just disgruntled. And that's one of the things I've learned when you work in a job. Night, while you coming in, 99% of the employees are disgruntled for whatever reason. They didn't get a raise, they didn't get a promotion, or they're going to try to sabotage you. And that's what happened to me. But we'll talk about that on another podcast or in another live. Well, listen, I got to run. This is Talking Crazy 88, signing off. And I'll holler at y'all players later. And oh yeah, black folks, particularly black men, let's be careful out there, right?